This show was underwritten by the Avis and Bruce Richards Family Foundation.
What's up, New York? It's former New York Giant and Super Bowl champion Amani Toomer. We all know Thanksgiving can be a lot of different things here in the city. Food, giant balloons, football. Here at LunchNYC, we believe the most important part of the holiday, or any day, is family. So we're dedicating this week's episode to being with loved ones. From teaching kids healthy lifestyles to helping those in need. It's all about family right here at LunchNYC.
Everyone knows New York is a great place to dine out in, but what about kids? LunchNYC is here to highlight some of the more unique, family-friendly eateries out there. Looking for a little Eastern flavor for your children? Hampton Chutney's Upper West Side location offers delicious dosas and many kid-friendly flavors.
My husband and I actually met each other in 1987 in India. We both learned how to make dosas when we were there. We decided we really wanted to open up a dosa shop. It's like Kids Central here. There's just so many families in the neighborhood, and all day long the moms come in with the strollers, the toddlers, the babies.
And my daughter's a pretty picky eater, and she loves the cheese uttapam.
Moms just love to come here because the kids can be occupied doing things as well as eating their healthy food, but then the moms get to have a little moment to actually eat their lunch too.
Such a great neighborhood place, and it's a place where if he is having a hard time, we can still come out. And
the staff is genuinely really caring and kind, and not only allows kids in, but accommodates them. And the food comes quickly, and the kids like the food.
My name is Henry Reinhardt. I am the owner of Henry's. We have been here since 1999 on the Upper West Side, 105th Street and Broadway. And people say all the time, are you a kid-friendly restaurant? And we say, yes, but really we're a parent-friendly restaurant. So we developed a menu that has an appetizer, entree, and dessert for everyone, and it works beautifully for the kids. I find very much that if there's a predictable rhythm to a meal, that kids are a lot more open to trying new things and also developing their taste buds and their palates. Like edamame is a great example.
Everyone loves edamame, and edamame is one of the most inexpensive, nutrient-full foods that you can eat. This is just very simple, just edamame with boiled with a little sea salt. It's easy to do, easy to prepare, and the kids really enjoy it, and it's also good for them. This is our veggie fries. These are made with jicama that has been cut to look like French fries. So that is the bottom of the cabin. Then we have a beet roof. It's a sliced red beets in the roof, and then we have julienne apples for the rooftop.
We don't have crayons. We want you to bring what your kid needs. We want you to plan ahead. We want to prepare to go out. We want you to role play with your kid about what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And we want to support you in executing that with your kids.
For those nights where you just want to stay in, Susie's Supper Club's delivery service has healthy options with kids' taste buds in mind.
I was inspired to start this business because I worked as a private chef for a family. And I started with them when the kids were very young. And I had been testing kid-friendly recipes that are from old classic recipes, like a beef bourguignon or a chicken Milanese, and making them a teeny bit more kid-friendly.
The best idea for me is that families can eat together, and that children's food doesn't have to be dumbed down. It can have good, wholesome ingredients. It can be prepared fresh, and that children and grown-ups can eat their food together.
We use all of the natural ingredients, organic ingredients that we have.
You order online, Susie's Supper Club delivers it.
And when you order by noon, we get it to you the same day. So we wait until noon comes. We know what we start planning in advance in that morning and start packaging the food and cooking the food. Most of it's cooked day of, and we send it out. And it comes in an insulated bag, which is a cold bag, and it can last in that for up to 3 hours.
One of the things that I like about the food is that everything is presented beautifully, but also in small portions.
I think it's important, even if you do it once a week, even if you do it for half an hour, to try to sit down at the table together. It can't happen every day, but set aside the time and sit down at the table and eat together. It makes a huge difference, and just make it fun again.
Worried about keeping your kids entertained at the table? Cafe Habana's got you covered.
I want to do a restaurant that's a little bit more intriguing for me, just other things going on. And as well, I wanted to make a place that like really everyone felt comfortable coming to. So that was kind of the impetus behind making Habana Outpost. So it's the first solar-powered restaurant. We catch rainwater to flush the toilets. I love kids, so we have the kids corner going every weekend.
One of the most favorite things that people order here are the corn. And if you can imagine the amount of corn husks that they have left over. So we decided to make corn husk dolls. Parents actually get more involved in the projects than kids do. There's a lot of laughing going on. It's a really great thing to see. We did a gardening program. Behind me, if you notice, there's like tomatoes and herbs growing. They also do beekeeping and ladybugs. Kids get a kick out of it.
Children like being outdoors, they like the bright colors. If you just do a few other things just to get their imagination going, they're really going to go for it. When you come, even as a child, to get your food, here you're actually seeing the person who's making your food. There's something there, and there is that interaction. And then even when people are done, we have the composting station, and it's just a way of people taking individual responsibility. If you can make that happen at a young age, then it's just going to carry out throughout life.
New York is one of the greatest restaurant cities in the country, and with great family-oriented restaurants like these and many more, it's easy for any child to become an aspiring foodie.
Okay, we're going to start in double child's pose. That's it. So mom, you're going to come into your child's pose, extended arms, nice and easy. Lay down onto our back, arms overhead, take a nice safe grip. Good. Extend your legs out. 2 deep breaths together. Awesome. And then you're going to bend your knees, feet flat, release your grip, and real slow, you're going to roll off. That's it. Perfect. So feet hips width apart, parallel. Bend your knees, reach out and grab each other's hands. And very slowly come into a nice flat back. Be sure to track those knees over your toes. Excellent. And then bend the knees more. At the same time, roll yourselves up to standing. Perfect. Hands shoulder width apart. Good. Palms flat. That's it. One leg at a time. Your foot's going to come up on mom's back. Good. Once you feel comfortable, walk your hands closer and closer and closer in, and bend and straighten a couple of times. You're going to shoot your tailbone up to the sky. And then one leg at a time. Come on down. And roll yourselves up. Excellent. Good job. Excellent, excellent. So these stretches are a great way to get your family started in yoga and interested in exercise.
Putting together a meal for a family can take a lot of effort, especially one that's good for you and that kids will actually eat. LunchNYC gave a video camera to the Reeder family of New York to see how they put it all together.
So today we're going to make some banana muffins, which we call in this house banana cupcakes, and some yummy French fries made out of zucchini. So we all washed our hands. Why did we wash our hands?
So we don't get germs.
Are we all ready to cook?
Yes.
Okay, let's cook. We need 1.5 cups of flour. And today we're using whole wheat flour, which has more nutrients and a little healthier for our cupcakes. We're going to do a teaspoon of baking soda, which is a teaspoon of baking powder, and then a little bit of salt. And then we mix that all together. How many bananas are we going to use? Do you remember?
3.
3. Can you just tell us if it's a good banana?
Good.
And we're going to put that in the bowl. Good job cracking the egg. Excellent. And now we're going to pour in our sugar, and look what color it is.
Wow.
That's right, because it's not refined sugar. It's organic cane sugar, so we need to put 1/3 cup of applesauce. I like the kids mixing and putting all the ingredients in so they know what's actually in their meal. And they seem to enjoy their food more when they know they've made it. We're pouring them into the tins now. Very simple ingredients. It's a fun project, and it's a nice snack that we call cupcakes. Now we're going to make baked zucchini French fries. We're going to preheat the oven so when our zucchini sticks are ready to go in the oven, we can plop them right in. Usually I have them cut in advance so the cutting isn't an issue. And when they cook, they get nice and crispy like French fries, and we're going to bake them so they're nice and healthy. We need just the egg white. So we're going to separate it.
Put the egg?
Yep, put the egg into the bowl.
Put the egg in the bowl.
Can you crack the egg and put the yolk and everything in the bowl like you normally crack an egg? And then open it up? That's very good. That is what I told you to do. Perfect. We're going to do 1/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs. Put a little garlic in. Put it in our egg white. Then we dump it into our baggie. It's fun for the kids to shake up and put on the baking tray, and then it's done. Easy French fries. We made 2 healthy snacks, fun afternoon activity, and they're so good, he's eating more.
Lunch, 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 lunch.
Here's an easy way to get your kids involved and eating healthy. You pair a bunch of bite-sized veggies like baby carrots, raw broccoli, and celery sticks with a healthy dip, like protein-packed hummus or low-fat ranch dressing or yummy peanut butter. You want your kids to eat more fruit for breakfast? Serve chunks of melon, oranges, and grape on a stick like a kebab, and pair it with your favorite low-fat yogurt. You know, kids love getting a little extra out of their meals, and now they can do it having fun and eating healthy.
Growing up in New York certainly has its advantages, but one thing that urban families might miss out on, we're not that close to farms, where the food comes from. Family Day at the Farm is trying to remedy that by giving parents and kids an opportunity to see a working farm firsthand.
I'm the founder of Health Barn USA, and it's a company that's dedicated to healthy lifestyle education for kids and families. And we've collaborated with Aspire Legacy School in bringing a really cutting-edge curriculum for food and nutrition, agriculture, and environment up to the farm for the kids.
We were astounded to find ourselves literally 2 months into our existence as a school with access to a farm within about an hour's journey of the city.
Today's Family Day, which is really exciting because the families come up and it's the first time that all the families from Spire have been up here. There's something different when you actually visit a farm, and it's not just a hayride or a pumpkin or picking apples. You're actually physically growing food and you're picking it, and it's really exciting. It takes it to a whole different level than if you're just buying it at a farmer's market.
This has been really good for them. They get to figure out how it's really grown, how much effort there is in it, and that they eat vegetables that they didn't want to eat before.
Kids, particularly at this age, are very into the power of the knowledge they get, and they want to exercise it.
Parents are battling kids at home who won't eat their vegetables, they don't want to eat healthy recipes. So if it's introduced at school and amongst their peers with positive peer pressure, they're more receptive.
It takes a while, but then a kid realizes what's healthy and what's not. Now when she sees that horrible ice cream truck with horrible music, she goes, "That's junk."
They're learning about food nutrition, but they're trying new foods, they're cooking, they're eating it, they give the thumbs up if they like it, the thumbs to the side if they're not sure, the thumbs down if they don't like it. The recipe goes home, so it's seamless. And then, of course, there's an enthusiasm. When the bus comes back from the farm, it's coming back with potatoes, it's coming back with sweet peas, and everyone's excited to see what the bus is bringing back.
I don't usually bring it home. I usually eat it here, but I think today we're going to bring this home.
When it's in a school and it's part of their day and you start as young as kindergarten and you work your way up, you really have a good shot at, lifelong habits for a child for their health. What season are we in here?
Winter.
And what season is this?
Spring.
And what season is this?
Summer.
And what season
Fall.
is this?
Fall.
So it seems like you guys have a lot of fall vegetables.
Yeah.
You have to build trust. So if a child feels empowered to give an opinion, and then they say, I don't like it, I don't like everything I have either, but I try it. And that's the whole point, is that you never know until you try it. And if you just give that child an option, knowing that they can then decide, you know what, this isn't for me, then that's cool, let them walk away.
You give your child as much as you can give them in terms of knowledge about what's going to help them grow and be sharp and be intelligent. And then if they, the rest is up to them at a certain age.
We encourage children making choices, completely validate what their reactions are, and when they do find something, we highlight that then there's more available to you in the world.
Kids in a garden environment will try things they would never try on a plate.
I like green beans. I love apple, watermelon, strawberries, my fruit. I think my mom likes tomatoes better, but
we have parents involved in all aspects of everything that we do because we feel it benefits the children to see their parents engaged, and it also just increases the level of ownership that the parents have in their child's education, which we also think is very important.
When you see a parent that's open to it, you see a child that's open to it.
Getting kids at this age, giving them this information, they will be the proverbial agents of change that people like to see.
They're more adventuresome, they're more willing to try new things, and that can carry over to your willingness to try something new in other areas of your life.
We're teaching in the school. It's not an after-school enrichment, it's part of their day. And they're learning that this is normal, right? It's normal to eat these foods, and it's a fun thing to do.
You are what you eat. Eat well.
The tri-state area is full of farms and gardens, in fact, helping families explore the benefits of locally grown fresh foods.
A family that eats together stays healthy and happy together. Call a family meeting and discuss what your kids would love to have for dinner in the next week. Discuss what they like and they don't like and what they're willing to try. Plan a week's worth of meals. And if you make a little extra brown rice for Tuesday's chicken stir fry, you can use the leftovers to make rice pudding on Wednesday. This is a wonderful way for a family to spend time together and to save a little extra money.
During the holidays, it's important to think about those less fortunate. At the Westside Campaign Against Hunger, volunteers and organizers are committed to providing food, education, and opportunities to lower-income New Yorkers.
We're one of New York City's largest emergency food programs. People can come once a month and they receive 3 days of food for their family size. The program transferred from being a bagging program where people were receiving a bag of prepackaged food, not knowing the contents, not having any say in what they were getting, to a program that functioned more like a supermarket where people were able to select the items that they preferred, that were more in line with their dietary needs, and it became a more active, empowered shopping experience.
Each week, volunteers deliver meals and groceries to families in need of fresh food.
We used to be, I think it was around maybe 70, 80, 90 people a day. Now we're doing into the hundreds.
I've been here for 4 years for volunteer, and now I started working like 3 months ago. So, and it's more hard because I need to focus, like counting. I say, wow, I need to spend that kind of money because we have a lot of people today. So every day they come in new people to pick up food.
The customers of the program were immediately able to take part in running the program and had a say in how things were done. And they were running the store, stocking the pantry, receiving the deliveries, helping people shop. The pantry wouldn't be able to open or function without that component.
I liked the volunteer work and spoke to whoever was in charge at that time. And he said, yeah, we need volunteers, so the rest is history. I've been here ever since.
The Westside Campaign Against Hunger has partnered with neighborhood food providers and community centers to get nutritious resources into the hands that need them.
A large amount of our food comes from the Food Bank of New York City up in the Bronx. We also partner with 3 CSAs, food that we receive from them. Some of it comes down from the government, is USDA food. Some of it is food that comes from state or local funds.
We get food from City Harvest, which is a food reclamation project in New York City. Some of them that we buy. Next to that, we have food that was picked 2 or 3 days ago from a farm in upstate New York. It's pretty incredible.
Education is also an important part of the equation.
We have a training program called the Customer Chef Training Program for customers who are either looking to enter the food service industry or people that are just wanting to learn to cook more healthy for themselves and their family at home.
I teach a 12-week basic culinary class. Much of the curriculum would be the very same that you would see in the culinary school. I try and teach basic skills that would make them employable. And we try to support them to get jobs or to find another program that may be the next step for them. Kingsborough Community College, over the past few years, has had a program that they call Project Welcome. I've had, I think, 4 students over a few years go and do that program.
And one of them just recently converted into an actual student, and now she's working towards a degree.
We want to work with people, and we're here to support people, but our ultimate goal is that people no longer have to come here.
We're all family here, as far as I'm concerned.
Organizations such as the West Side Campaign Against Hunger are making sure every New Yorker gets the chance to eat a healthy meal throughout the holiday season and the rest of the year.
Eating right and living healthy isn't something people do overnight, it's learned. And the best way to teach your kids the right way to exercise and enjoy nutritious food is to lead by example. The main place kids pick up their eating habits is at home, so it's a good idea to practice what you preach. Always demonstrate the importance of staying active and fit, and eat only the foods you'd want your kids to eat themselves. Treat every moment like your kids are watching you, and you'll be surprised at how fast you pick up good habits of your own.
Hey, this is Amanda, our host chef. Today we're in Arthur Avenue in the Bronx making a healthy Italian Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay, let's go buy our ingredients that we need for our Thanksgiving dinner.
All right.
Can I have a quarter pound of prosciutto and a quarter pound of pancetta? Thank you. Thank you. So we're going to get the ravioli sheets next.
I have a machine here that's over 80 years old.
Yeah, it looks
And when my grandparents opened the store back in 1935, they were using this. This only takes like 5 minutes to boil. Would there be anything else?
No, that's all. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've never seen homemade pasta being made. So what are we going to be doing with the pasta in our meal tonight?
We're gonna make a nice like a butternut squash mixture.
Sounds good.
We're gonna fill them and make them ourselves. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We are going to the bakery. We're gonna get some baguette bread so we can make our bruschetta. That's about it. I think that's all we need.
So what is the baguette going to be used for in our dinner?
We're actually gonna slice it up and we're gonna put our bruschetta mixture on top with the fresh mozzarella, and that'll be like our little antipasto that we're gonna have.
All right, let's go back to the house and start to make it.
Sounds good.
We just finished shopping at Arthur Avenue, and now we're about to go inside and make a healthy Italian Thanksgiving dinner. Hey, Amanda.
How's it going? Just want to introduce you to John.
Hi, John. Nice to meet you.
This is Dylan. So we just finished all our shopping. We're trying to get everything all together here. We got the squash going in to make our raviolis that we bought the pasta dough for.
Right.
And then I'd like if you could start with making our bruschetta. So basically what you're gonna do is we're gonna slice it on an angle. We're gonna toast them up, make them nice and crispy, and then we're gonna layer them with our mozzarella and our tomatoes. How you doing over there, Dylan?
I'm almost done with the bruschetta. So what is the squash for in the oven?
We're actually going to tenderize it. We're gonna roast it a little bit. Then we're gonna mash it up with a fork, put some seasonings in it, some organic Parmesan cheese. Then we're actually going to fill our raviolis with that. So we'll get the fresh dough that we bought from Arthur Avenue, and then we'll put that all together.
Sounds good.
Yep.
So what do you think the main difference is between home cooking and eating out at another restaurant?
The biggest thing I think is you can alter them yourself. Right now, Dylan, we're gonna start wrapping our roasted asparagus in prosciutto. Prosciutto is actually very traditional Italian meat that we're using. The benefit of getting organic prosciutto is that it doesn't have those hormones, so it actually has that same old school taste that it had a long time ago without any of the hormones or anything like that in it.
So what are you doing here?
I'm actually making the mixture for our stuffing. So this is a combination of the pancetta that we sauteed. We have fresh parsley, traditional Italian herb, but it's organic. We have ciabatta bread. I'm adding some chopped chestnuts. They're actually very healthy for you. They have antioxidants in them. Then we also have just a little bit of onion and shallot for flavor. We'll mix it with organic chicken broth. It's low sodium. That's another example of controlling like your salt and things like that that normally you wouldn't be able to if you went to a restaurant or something.
From the turkey, to the ravioli, to the prosciutto, it all came out great. Most importantly, we were able to control what came in our food. That way it's healthy. And we also had a little time to bond with our family. Can't wait.
That's our show for this week. We took a trip to the farm with some students and their parents, checked out some of the best places to dine with kids, and even got an authentic Thanksgiving dinner out of the deal. Tune in next week for more healthy choices right here in New York City.
Funding provided by
Get off of the couch, turn off the TV. Come sit at the table, 'cause you're part of we, and we are having a family, family. We're having a family meal. No fast food tonight, we're cooking at home. We're eating together, not eating alone, 'cause we are having a family, family. We're having a family meal. Sitting around talking, eating slow, catching up on things we all want to know. No reaching for food, good manners tonight, eating healthy and being polite. So take your earbuds out, put laptops to sleep. Our family has a reservation to keep, 'cause we are having a family, family. We're having a family meal. We're having a family, family. We're having a family meal. Cut out the texting.
Grandma.